Hello friends, welcome to GCA. Hope you all are doing good. So today the video is regarding Army Aviation Corps and this is going to be the 11th video in the regimental series, and before that I have already made detailed videos on arms and combat supporting arms, and if you want to watch these videos the link is available in the I button. So this video will be in crisp form. Firstly I will cover the role of Army Aviation Corps, followed by brief history, then the equipment profile, and finally the role in operations and the modernization plan. So again, without wasting any time, let us start. So the Army Aviation Corps is one of the youngest corps of the Indian Army, and it is a combat supporting arm which provides both combat as well as logistical support to the ground-based troops through airborne operations mainly deployed in the hostile areas, for example LOC, LAC and the northeastern part of India. And the pilots of the Army Aviation Corps are known as aviators, and they are highly specialized force who are skilled in flying advanced military helicopters to undertake various missions. Now the role of the Army Aviation includes combat, search and rescue operations, then the artillery lift, then the combat transportation of men and material, logistical relief, then military prisoner transportation and medical evacuation in wartime and during natural disaster. So during the peacetime, the Army Aviation Corps renders services to the nation by undertaking relief and rescue operations, and they work in disaster struck areas, and they aid disaster affected population by airdropping basic essentials like food, medicines and clothing. Now talking about the role of Army Aviation in the modern day battlefield. So in the modern day battle formation, various elements of army like combat arms, combat supporting arms and services, they are closely linked, because in the modern day warfare, in order to achieve any objective, synergy is the first factor. So these all elements, they work in synergy where they use information and data collected from ground and airborne surveillance satellites, and the ability to observe deep into the enemy territory has always been one of the prerequisite of the warfare and the 20th century, and this air power has added a third dimension to the battlefield both on the land as well as in the sea. So the helicopters are the key element of this modern day warfare, and which is going to become even more technological intensive in the future, as these battle machines can perform both observation as well as attack functions and are ideal choice for the counterinsurgency operations and also to avoid ground threats like IDs and ambushes. Now the best thing about the Aviation Corps is they operate in every terrain, be it the ice-laden highest battlefield of Siachen Glacier, the cold desert of Ladakh, the highlands of Himalayas in Kashmir, or the dense jungles of Northeast. These aviators make regular sorties to ensure timely supplies of rations, clothing and medicines for the survival of troops. Now let us talk about the basic information of the Army Aviation Corps. So the Army Aviation Corps, like we said, is one of the youngest corps of the Indian Army. So it was formed on 1st of November in 1986, and its motto is Suveg va Sudrit, which means swift and sure. And this corps is headed by a Director General with the rank of Lieutenant General at Army Headquarters in New Delhi. And the current Director General of Army Aviation Corps is Lieutenant General Ajay Kumar Suri. So let us now talk about the training of Army Aviation Corps. So the Army Aviation Corps candidates, they are trained at the Combat Army Aviation Training School, which is in Nasik, Maharashtra. Although the training was previously conducted at the School of Artillery in Devlali, and in training center there is a Cheetah helicopter simulator which exposes trainees to various amount of terrain, for example snow, rain, night flying, emergencies and tactical maneuvers. And the main reason of having a simulator is to reduce training cost as well as pilot risk. So let us now talk about the brief history of Army Aviation Corps. So the origin of the Army Aviation Corps can be traced back to the raising of Army Aviation Wing of Royal Indian Air Force in India, and the first Indian Air Force observation post flight was raised in August 1947. Then the air observation post remained small and an allied arm throughout the 1950s, and on the eve of 1965 war, the air observation post consists of only one squadron and 4 flights. Then in 1984, the Indian Army's Northern Command, they inducted the HAL Cheetah during the Siachen Glacier conflict. Then after 2 years, on 1st of November in 1986, the Indian Air Force observation post units, they were transferred to the Indian Army to form its own Army Aviation Corps. And with the 9 helicopter squadrons, the corps supported the ground units by carrying men and material to the Siachen Glacier. Now talking about the equipment profile of Army Aviation Corps. So apart from 9 squadrons of helicopters, the army had 8 observation squadrons and 6 anti-tank and transport squadrons. So it basically depends upon the Air Force for the air support lift capabilities, and air supply. And initially, the Army Aviation Corps operated only non-weaponized helicopters, and attack helicopters were only with the Air Force. But by 2012, the government has allowed the induction of weaponized choppers in the Army Aviation Corps. So there are basically two categories of helicopters held with the Army Aviation Corps. First is the attack helicopters, which include HAL Light Combat Helicopter and HAL Rudra. Then in the utility category, we have HAL Cheetah, Chetak and Dhruv. Let us now discuss the role of Army Aviation in various operations. So immediately after its formation, it was inducted into Operation Pavan, where it experienced jungle warfare. Then a unit of Army Aviation Corps operated in Somalia as a part of United Nations operation. Then during the operation, the Corps flew over 2000 hours accident-free with 100% serviceability in desert-like conditions. It also participated in various counter-insurgency and counter-terrorist operations in Jammu and Kashmir and northeastern part of India. And the Siachen Glacier has been the final front of the Army Aviation Corps, and day later is operating at 20,000 feet. And the Army Aviation Corps has singularly been responsible for saving hundreds of lives, besides providing life-sustaining logistic support while operating constantly at super high altitudes, which is a feat unparalleled by any other army in the world. And then in 2005, it also participated in UN missions in Congo. Now let us talk about the modernization plan of the Aviation Corps. So the Army Aviation Corps needs a stronger push for the modernization and the enhancement of assault capabilities to take further its role of force multiplier. The year 2001 saw the raising of first advanced light helicopter squadron. Then the second advanced light helicopter squadron was raised in 2004, followed by another in 2007 and next in 2009. And after the raising of 4 advanced light helicopter squadrons, the 5th light helicopter squadron fitted with more powerful Shakti engine specially designed for high altitude operation is under raising and providing an impetus to the capability enhancement towards utility roles. And in December 2014, India signed a deal with Russia for purchasing the Kamov helicopter to replace the Cheetah and Chetak. And also in February 2020, we signed a deal with the US for purchasing the Apache attack helicopter. And the Army is also planning to acquire the HAL Light Combat Helicopter, which is under development by HAL to meet the requirements of high altitude. So let us now discuss the last part of the video, that is how to join the Army Aviation Corps. So talking about the joining of Army Aviation Corps, so the best thing is both boys and girls, they can join this corps. And originally the pilots were drawn from artillery officers only, but since the formation of Aviation Corps as a separate entity, so the venues for other arms and services has also opened. So one can join Army Aviation through direct commission, both from IMA as well as from OTA, where the cadets can volunteer for Army Aviation. But there are two main prerequisites. The first is cadets must clear the medical examination and the PABT or the CPSS test. Secondly, minimum 2 years of service should be there after commission, and age must not be more than 27 years. And second entry is through serving officers. So serving officers can directly apply from their parent unit, and if they fail to clear the test, then they will be returned back to their parent unit. So friends, this is all about Army Aviation Corps, and I hope you got something new today and this information will be beneficial for you. And the next video will be on Army Ordnance Corps. And if you want a particular video on any arm or service, although I have already made videos on arms and combat supporting arms, services are left. So if you want a video on particular service, then you can comment down. So till then, keep learning, keep watching and keep supporting. Best of luck and Jai Hind.